Good afternoon to all the colleagues.
Hello, hello, yes. And good afternoon to all members of the media present here today. We call this briefing today, particularly after announcing our crime stats, to give you an update and share with you some of the work we are doing to keep the men and women in blue motivated, as well as our endeavors to meet the capacity challenges of dealing with the core function of fighting crime, which is very clear, as you would have heard us present our statistics yesterday. We've introduced a number of measures, some of which will see more than 7,000 constables and sergeants being promoted to the next ranks in this current financial year. A further 150 million will be set aside for the next financial year to promote another 7,000 constables and sergeants who will be having 11 years of service at the time of promotion. So in all, we're talking about 14,000 constables and sergeants who will be advanced, half 50% in this current financial year, and the other 50% in the new financial year. This is happening after successfully concluding a collective agreement in the Safety and Security Sectoral Bargaining Council. The Human Resources Management Division of the SAPS put measures, money, and resources in place in order to put all of these processes in place. As a start, SAPS has made available 150 million for the great progression of 3,761 constables, that is in this current year, that's 7,000, and to become sergeants, and 3,614 sergeants who would progress to become warrant officers. The criteria being that these personnel should have been in their current ranks for 11 years and more. So the 7,000 that we're talking about for the next year are now 10 years, and they will be 11 years in the next financial year, and we shall also be progressing them. The agreement we've signed, SAPS signed, POP Crew has signed, SAPU had signed, but have since withdrawn their signature, but we will continue in paying all the members that we are having. We will engage them afterwards. Furthermore, another 87,514 employees, who among them include the Police Act and Public Service Act employees, will receive pay progression. In addition to the 7% annual cost of living increase, which they received early this financial year as part of the public service, in SAPS, we will be giving them a pay progression of about 4%, which comes every 3 years. Unlike the other departments where they give an annual pay progression, our cycle is 3 years, and that cycle is due now. For the realization of this progression exercise, which will kick in on October 2015, the SAPS has set aside 580 million for this financial year. So the 87,514 employees will benefit from these resources that we've set aside. We believe that these interventions will address most of the promotion-related issues, some of which have taken longer than necessary, as we are being taken to courts every now and then, thus delaying the implementation of some of these measures. As a South African Police Service, we have been looking forward to addressing employees qualifying for major and lieutenant ranks. But owing to the legal challenges by solidarity, the South African Police Service has no choice but to wait until the court processes has run its course. Maintaining an employment equity plan is not an easy task, as anyone familiar with these dynamics may attest. It is more than about the numbers, but about people and redressing past imbalances in a fair manner. It is in this context that we are always accused of being anti-white members, and that is not true. And the people making these claims are fully aware, as the statistics are there for all to see and extrapolate in terms of how SAPS is treating the employment equity aspect. Contrary to these unfounded accusations, the SAPS values the contributions of all employees, irrespective of their race, color, and creed. And we have no intention of deviating from this way of doing things. We would like to keep in line with the employment equity plan of a police service that is racially, culturally, and gender representative, and that is in line with the racial demographics of the country. It is unfortunate because of the winner-takes-all approach by solidarity. 1,611 promotional posts are frozen, and they're not frozen only for this year. This is the third year in a row that we've been providing for those positions, and we're unable to recognize our members who have already received information that they are promoted. We are stuck and cannot move forward because of this. And I'm sure some of these members would be feeling bad as we recognize and progress others. So far, they have lost solidarity, have lost their case in the labor court. But instead of letting up for the greater good of the men and women in blue, they are pressing on by an appeal. If it was 1 year, one would understand, but we're talking 3 years in a row. Had solidarity not interdicted us, we would have seen the promotion of 111 whites, 21 Indians, 117 coloreds, and 1,362 Africans who are members of the South African Police Service. However, we remain determined to promote these members, so much so that as much as 300 million has been ring-fenced for this purpose in this financial year once more, so that if we manage to resolve our court matter, we would be able to advance that. All of these will be subject to the outcome of the court challenge. All legal avenues, including external independent legal advice, are being pursued. To further increase capacity within the service, the South African Police Service is proud to announce the appointment of our brand new Chief Financial Officer at the level of Lieutenant General, Mr. Phalaphala Ramikosi. His appointment is with effect from the 1st October 2015. Mr. Ramikosi is in possession of a Bachelor of Commerce degree, a Bachelor of Honors in Accounting Science, and in addition, also has a higher diploma in law and a higher diploma in international tax law. He is furthermore registered as a member of the South African Institute of Chartered Accountants as a CASA, a chartered accountant. He was previously appointed by PricewaterhouseCoopers, Rand Investment Bank, Standard Bank, South African Revenue Service, and is currently a director and head of business consulting of Sekela Xabiso. We also have a total of 1,667 promotions from lower ranks to middle management, and another 47 appointments and promotions in the senior management brackets. A total of 6,256 Police Act and Public Service recruitment is currently underway, while 3,125 applications have been received for our re-enlistment invitations. It did extremely well. The response was quite encouraging. From the re-enlistment applications, we're hoping to hire about 1,000 of the applicants, and that shall help us a lot in terms of recycling skill that we have already invested in, because these are people who have resigned and left the service and are now wanting to come back into the service and are trained and have the experience. We're truly grateful for the response that we've seen, and indeed that type of intervention gives us instant capacity to engage those members even in special areas. In conclusion, I'd like to state here again that our people work extremely hard and get very little recognition for their perseverance and get success where others had failed. It is with this in mind that we took a decision to promote members of the special task team that was investigating the relevant Kresher matter, because they've done well. It is a matter that has, been difficult for this country, and that we could get a conviction on this matter. We're truly happy for the risk they took and the hard work they put into this case. They will be moved one rank up. Given where we are with the investigation, we can say with confidence that Kresher is going to spend some time behind bars. He knows it, and that is why he is trying to escape. So to the team that worked so hard, I'd like to congratulate them. And I want to say to them, well done. But also to say to you, all these efforts are there to assist us to deal with the challenges of fighting crime in the country. They are not small challenges, they are huge challenges. It is for that reason that in our Human Resources Department, we continue to ensure that our people resources match with our challenges and that we can be able to deliver a safe and secure country. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, National Commissioner.